then they will have the audacity to attack a man who is stable, who is mentally and physically stable. And you are now trying to defend a man like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have Shade's mother, you have Sheyi's mother, you have Jide's mother, you have Abibat and Zainab. Those are the children of Remi Tinubu. 5 children from 4 women. And out of these 5 children, only 2 are known. Only Shade and Sheyi are known. Out of these 4 women, the only one that we know is Remi Tinubu. Others are mysteriously hidden somewhere. We have no record of them. But everything about Bola Ahmed Tinubu is controversial, mysteriously controversial. And the most shameful aspect of it is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's mother died a few years ago because of shame, because he's ashamed of himself, because he has identity problem. He could not attend his own mother's burial. Is that the kind of character you show? It's not personal. You show as a Nigerian, a man who is not mentally or physically fit, is not complying with the provisions of the Constitution of Nigeria 1999 as amended, because the Constitution has said for you to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you need to be physically and mentally fit. Is that you? Will you hire Tinubu? Will you hire Tinubu?
Hello everybody, once again this is Fred Runko coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on LNTV. And as usual, I like to say good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you depending on where you are around the world. That's a good point to start out this edition. That's a good question that Dino Melaye ended with. Sheun, would you hire Bola Ahmed Tinubu? I can add to that question and say, even to Bola Ahmed Tinubu supporters, how would you like your son to grow up? Would you like your son to grow up to be like Peter Obi? Or would you like your son to grow up to be like your principal, your mentor, Bola Ahmed Tinubu? You don't have to give me answers. It's food for thought. What would you like your son's character to be molded after? Peter Obi's character or Bola Ahmed Tinubu's character? I like all those Bola Ahmed Tinubu supporters to call me and candidly answer that question. Following is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Sheyi, talking to some youth, I think it's in Yobe, in the north, and following after the footsteps of his father. A lot of rhetoric, empty promises, nothing to show for it. Listen to him and I'll come back and comment. Then I'll show you Peter Obi's son's comment so you could compare and contrast.
Every single day, minister is going to tell me don't politicize this. It was never politics. But they keep coming for me. They keep coming for my family. They keep coming for your father. They keep coming for Aisha Yesufu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the greatest president in the history of Nigeria, the only president that has carried young people along from when he was governor to when he became president, the only president that considered youth and student loans, the only president that created a platform for young people to thrive, the only president that has created an economy that benefits everybody. Trying to enrich his own pocket. And you're telling me, no.
You heard Tinubu's son there. The only president that tries to empower the youth. And the only president that is not trying to enrich himself. Nigerians are witnesses to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 28 years in the limelight since 1999. Nigerians are witnesses to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and how much he has enriched himself in Lagos. And Nigerians are witnesses to how much Bola Ahmed Tinubu has empowered Nigeria's youth, especially Lagos State youth. Yes, he has empowered them to become thugs that maim and kill people at election booths. That's what empowerment Bola Ahmed Tinubu brings to the table. And that's the empowerment Sheyi Tinubu is promising youth in Yobe and probably will go across the country in Nigeria promising youth how to be thugs.
Kaikene Fred Wanko Ezudo Ezenwafosi Ajalebia Publisher African Lifestyle Magazine, Chicago.
Now, here is Peter B's son's response to some Bayononuga social media thugs that came up with this idea that he's gay because he was seen in a picture with a gay person. I've been seen in pictures with gay people if I happen to work with them, and I'll be seen in more pictures with gay people. Doesn't make me gay. And I'm not going to tell other people how to live their lives. But here is Peter B's son's response.
Dear my fellow Nigerians, I have refrained from engaging with vitriol, scorn and suspicion directed at me online because I was not raised to trade in lies or to indulge in false narratives. I did not do so as a child, and I will not begin now as a grown man. Because of my father's involvement in Nigerian politics, there has been a persistent curiosity and, at times, a malicious obsession with me. Why? I do not know. I have no social media presence and no interest in maintaining one, so I rarely correct these falsehoods. But perhaps it is time I address them. I understand that gossip follows those connected to public life, but let me remind you, my father is the one in politics, not me. To assume that my life or choices are somehow political statements is a flawed and childish calculation. It reveals more about the pettiness of those spreading such narratives than it does about me or my father. This pattern has become all too familiar. Individuals opposed to my father seize ordinary photos of me, images that are neither hidden nor secret, and repackage them with false stories. These are not revelations. They are not exposés. They are simply misrepresentations, fiction spun from pictures. I have seen this happen to others, but experiencing it myself repeatedly is deeply unsettling. Still, I want it to be known clearly. What is being circulated is gossip. I'm an actor and a writer by profession. Many are surprised, given the businessman, entrepreneur, and economist my father is. I'm sure he imagined I might follow that path. Yet, though my career is far from what he envisioned, he fully supports me. Unlike many children of Nigerian politicians, I have never relied on nepotism. I was raised to know that my father's wealth is not mine and that I must build my own life. My chosen path is in theatre and filmmaking, so far from the world he inhabits. An industry that embraces diversity of class, race, sexuality and identity. I portray characters vastly different from myself. Yet some online use these roles against me and my father, presenting fiction as fact. I trust any rational person can see how absurd this is. More importantly, Nigeria has far greater issues than idle speculation about what Peter Obi's son is doing. Our nation still struggles with insecurity, a weakened economy, crumbling infrastructure, failing healthcare, and politicians who steal from the people they swore to serve. And yet, for some, the priority is to spread gossip about who Peter Obi's son appears with in a photo. This is a distraction from the real crisis that matters to all Nigerians. The truth is simple. Peter Obi's son appears in photos with his friends and his work colleagues, nothing more. If people wish to invent otherwise, I hope they sleep soundly, knowing they are spreading lies. Nor I or my father are perfect men. And as a father and son, we have our differences. But I can attest to his integrity and his relentless desire to lead Nigeria out of its current hardships. In our home, as a child, the lesson was always clear. Face your work, do it honestly, and contribute to the good of others. That is what I will continue to do. So to those who attempt to distract us with lies, I beg you, stop pulling attention away from Nigeria's urgent problems. My father has my vote, not because he is my father, but because he is the right man for the job. If others wish to go low, invent scandals, or attack me to wound him, they are free to do so. But we will go high, and we will continue to focus on the future of Nigeria.
I actually had so much to say about that audio, but there is no point me saying anything when others have said it better than I could say it. Let me play you Aisha Yesufu's take on Peter B's response to Nigerians and Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Bayo Onunuga's social media thugs and the lies they try to frame against Oseloka Obi.
I've listened to that voice note. I read the message. I listened to the voice note, and I've listened again, and I just feel so sad, and that Oseloka Obi was forced to do this, or should I say, had to do this, not forced, but he had to do this. It's really not fair. And this thing has been going since his father declared for presidency, all manner of things. Even when there had been explanation that he is an actor, he takes on different roles. We've seen in Nigerian films, even Nigerian films, say there are people who take on different roles. You're friends to different people. You don't discriminate. It's not in your business to discriminate. It's not in your business to say, oh, what is not. Yet every day, new lies. But you know something, there's always something about Mr. Peter Obi. That thing that you think you're going to use, there's a certain kind of grace upon him. And it comes from when you have a pure heart, when you do things for the sake of God and for the sake of the greater good, for the sake of man, and to help, and you are sincere, no matter what, whatever is fashioned against you as a weapon comes out and it becomes, an asset. And Hausa people have a proverb for it. They say, Hasada gamerabu taki. That jealousy towards someone who is blessed is like fertilizer. You think you're doing this thing against him, you're doing this thing, but the person will be growing. You think you're punching the person, you're coming at him, you're doing this, he'll be growing. Beyond that, many people, I'm sure, have never heard of Peter Obi's son, Oseloka. Probably have never seen him speak. Some don't even know what he looks like, if you know what he looks like. But here he is, doing a message, and the message is so profound. The message is simple and yet profound. It's so deep. You look at it that you're like, wow. We saw somebody's son that was, hey, my father is. Yes. You see someone who was brought up to know that his father's wealth is not his own. That he's not going to be a hanger on around his father. Going around looking for what to eat from what his father is doing. But he went on right from day one to go and seek his own. And he found his own in acting. In being an actor. Which might not be as a typical Nigeria. You have a son, you wanted to take over your businesses, to learn your businesses. You say he has his part, and his father respects and supports him. He doesn't bring his children to whatever is being done. He doesn't bring his children to the political space. Oh, this one has to take this control. The way you see some people's children taking control over everything, doing this one, they want to hand over power to children. He hasn't. But constantly and every time, you bring in his son into it. any small thing, you're looking for ways. For those of you that were happy, going off, the North, I saw this thing with this one, Peter Obi's presidential ambition is over. Even the North, they know. I saw a handle, I saw a message. I screenshot it. This particular guy, I can tell you, it's not even a Peter Obi supporter per se. It's one of those guys. It's another person supporter. I don't want to mention him. Let me just focus on Oseloka and his father, Peter Obi. And this was what he said when they started that nonsense, bringing out pictures. You see, I didn't talk about it because it's absolute nonsense. You understand? If not for this message and how powerful and profound this message is, on that issue, I've never spoken about it. When people are just, because some things that there's no need of amplifying it. Left for me, initially, when the son had said he was going to do, I was like, there's no need. Forget Nigerians. Otherwise, you give them. But this message, no. It wasn't a message that should not have been heard. It's a message that people will see and learn from. Anyway, this guy, he's an orphan who has never, 2020 was never in support of Peter Obi, but this is what he had to say. And his stance in recent time has been changing. The North is seeing that those people who use politics to keep people down, that they are actually the real enemies of the North. The same Northerners who use politics and keep people down, the Malams that will say, go and vote Muslim ticket, where are they to get? They get a lot from government. And they've moved on. So this person said, Peter Obi is a normal human being. He has children, and that clearly means he's not gay. His son can be whatever he wants. I don't care. If Obi is the key to ending this tyranny and nepotism, then we are with him 100%. It's Tinubu who signed the Samoa deal. You all think we forgot? Then I think someone was saying something. Then he now replied, say, in Islam, we don't blame a father for the sins of his son. If Peter Obi's son wants to be gay, that's on him. As long as Obi doesn't support it, I don't have any problem with him. He's not the one who is gay. And he put this emoji like that. And this thing are falsehood that people see that to concord just because. But like you said, if it makes you people sleep better, and small pikin now come the school una. You see Peter Obi's son. Now you see Peter Obi in another light. That he brought up children that will respond to people decently. Not the ones that will be talking, and like thugs. I don't blame you now. I don't blame you now. I don't blame you now, sha. We're going to run now mouth. Now time when I get.
That's a good way to end it. Make una dey run una mouths. Na time una get. But Nigerians, what's more important is what's coming up in 2027. Would you like Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his thugs and his bigots to continue to run Nigeria down the drain? Or would you like a chance for a qualified, nationally thinking person like Peter Obi to take the helm of power and teach by demonstration, by his own lifestyle, show Nigerians how to be Nigerians working for the common good? The choice is yours. It's not up to me. It's not up to Aisha Yesufu or any of the obedience. It's up to you. The country you choose to live in is all you're going to get. And for the bigots, educated and non-educated, under camouflage or boldly out, who come out supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I have food for thought for you. Is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing what you proudly supported Chief Awolowo for? Or is Bola Ahmed Tinubu going against every grain of what Chief Awolowo believed in? Are you supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu simply because he's from your tribe? Or are you supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu because you believe in his morals and the direction he's taking your tribe? It is your choice to make. But as 2027 approaches, Nigerians who want the interest of Nigeria know the direction we want to go. You could join us and save face, or you can stay on your bigoted tribalistic support of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But in 2027, I believe that one vote at a time, Peter Obi is gradually cleaning up the country, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be gone. If you continue to support him, I will be back here talking to you about the shame of your support and the pride I take in shaming you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Fred Monko coming to you from our studios in Chicago with another edition of Bold Talk on Island TV. And until next time, good night and God bless.
We are thrilled to share some exciting news with you. We've been working tirelessly behind the scenes to make a positive impact in our community. Our commitment to serving others hasn't wavered, and we are proud to showcase one of our latest projects. We are embarking on a new initiative to construct a borehole for treasure-based academy in Abia, state and the community. This project aims to provide a reliable source of clean water for the students, enhancing their health, hygiene, and overall learning experience. Education and access to basic necessities are fundamental rights, and we are dedicated to supporting initiatives that promote these values. This borehole project is just one of many endeavors we've undertaken to make a difference. Our foundation is passionate about empowering communities and fostering growth. We are grateful for the opportunity. More updates on our project and look forward to sharing. If you'd like to stay updated on our work, we invite you to follow us on our social media handles, Facebook and Instagram, at Munacha Charity Support Foundation. You can also reach out to us via these platforms, or through email if you have any questions, or would like to learn more about our initiatives. The students expressed their heartfelt gratitude to our founder and everyone who has supported this project. We are grateful for their kind words and appreciation. In the same vein, we'd like to extend our gratitude to all our supporters and partners who have been instrumental in our journey. Your contributions, financial and otherwise.
Tonight I think of my home, the home where I was born. I think of my family and the poor farmhouse we had. There in my home, we had no sophistication. We had no timepiece, the cockcrow and the sun, all we had. Rise early at sunup, we'd go to the farms, drive the monkeys away from the maize farms, and the birds away from the rice farms. Come back home at sundown, sometimes a little later. Women get busy on pounded yam, and we all eat together. scramble for buses. They're always on the move. Never enough accommodation, and the roads are always jammed. Oh yes, I think of my home, the songs of the